Hi guys, this is GSMDome.com and I'm here with the HTC Wildfire S. This one is a review especially for the ladies. As you can see, we have a pink phone today, the HTC Wildfire S, with the usual HTC Sense interface and Android 2.8 Gingerbread. And now let's have a look at the design. The device measures 12.4 millimeters, so it's pretty thick for its size. It also weighs 105 grams. The display is a 3.2 inch touchscreen with a 320 over 400 HD pixel resolution. Also, it's got Gorilla Glass, so it's quite resilient. Other than that, we have 512 megabytes of ROM, 512 megabytes of RAM. It comes bundled with a 2 GB card. It's got Wi-Fi connectivity, HDPA connectivity, 7 megabytes per second, Bluetooth 3.0. It can become a Wi-Fi hotspot if you want it to. It's got micro USB 2.0, a 5 megapixel camera at the back, LED flash, speaker nearby, 3.5mm audio jack, on-off button, speaker at the top, capacitive buttons below the display, volume buttons on the left side, and the micro USB port. At the back nothing. Notice a slight chin in the design, and the HTC Sense interface in the older version, meaning that it's not the one from HTC Sensation, for example. Inside there's a Scorpion CPU, 600 MHz. It's got 8 GPS, lithium-ion battery, 1230 mAh, and it should last about 2 days with normal functioning. Gingerbread in all its beauty, with the 7 home screens, taking a while to load. Here they are. You can use the usual widgets, keep pressed on the screen. Here's a list of widgets. It's taking a while to load stuff, as shown here, because of the little RAM it has. You can also change the skin between these two ones, Slate and HTC. Aside from the skin, you can also change the scene, but these ones you already know if you've ever seen a HTC device in your life. You can customize for social, work, play. And speaking of widgets, I've handed this phone to a girl, and these are the widgets that she attached. You'll see them immediately. The friend stream, of course, still waiting. And this is the photo frame, girly stuff. Hopefully it will work better. Cats and other pictures taken with the camera. Here you have some games, Angry Birds, Advanced Task Killer, Facebook, and other apps that girls use are these two, horoscopes, but more about that later. We also have the weather, the classic HTC weather widget that's updating right now. Let's see what effects we have. Don't expect anything special. This is not HTC Evo 3D. This is a phone for the girls with modest specifications and with serious lag. And finally, YouTube, a percentage for battery, and the power management we all know and love. This is a phone, as I said, so here's the input of the numbers, the contacts you can use to call, a list of apps. You can see the ones you downloaded over here. You have a bunch of frequently used apps over here. Since this is Android, there is also the notification bar at the top. I'm going to enter Advanced Task Killer now and clean some of this stuff up. And now I'm going to show you the power of the speaker on the device by playing some IMX. Let's try to see if the albums are shown in landscape. It doesn't want to show them in landscape, but that's just fine. Okay, so the music side is taken care of, and now let's see the video side. Let's check out YouTube and see. This is a phone for the girls. They gotta be listening to Beyonce, except maybe the rocker girls, but let's see a Beyonce video. This one, 12 million views. It's got a big look. You can see related videos, comments on the 3.2-inch screen. This is the HQ video. The graphics are quite good. Okay, enough about this. Too much girly music for one day. Don't expect a special performance from the camera. As I said, 5 megapixel camera. Let's see what it can do. Using this watch, you can zoom. As I said, don't expect any big things from it. It's got autofocus, an LED flash, geotagging, facial detection, and VGA, video capture at 24 frames per second. And some effects: grayscale, sepia, negative, solarize, posterize, aqua, and some settings: self-portrait, image adjustment, white balance, ISO, widescreen geotagging, autofocus, and so on and so forth. And now the video capture. You can select to activate the flash or not. Some effects here too. Here's the video quality that I mentioned: 640 over 480, record with audio, and other stuff. Okay, so what more can I say? It's time for internet browsing and see how well pages are loading. I'm going to try and load GSMDome.com, and hopefully I'll be able to use this tiny little keyboard, but I'd rather use it in landscape. It's actually quite easy to use in landscape mode. It wrote GameSpot instead of GSMDome, and that is not nice. GSMDome. Okay, so now it's loading our website, gsmdome.com. It's loading quite fast. It's connected via Wi-Fi, and I'm going to try and show it to you in portrait mode. Scrolling is available. Let's try some pinch to zoom. Something about the iPhone 5, most likely, on the first page. For such a tiny phone, it does a pretty good job. Here's how I'm holding it. That's the proof of how tiny this is. And now I'm going to go to the good old task killer one more time. Kill some selected apps. Okay, so what else can I show you? The usual HTC customization. Let's see what the front stream is about. If you've seen a HTC device before, you know what to expect. It integrates Facebook, Twitter, and other socializing services. You can see the status updates, photos and videos that other people posted recently, the links they post, some lists, some notifications, someone's birthday, an event, and other stuff. I also have to mention that recently the Facebook app was updated, and the interface is simply great, as you'll see immediately. It's very intuitive. Right here you can take a photo, post a status, or simply check in. It's certainly an improvement from the previous Facebook app on Android, and it looks nice, especially on this small screen. Some other stuff you can see. As you can see, you have a drop down menu here, or a roll menu I should say, where you can select what to see. For example, you can see only photos, only links, only pages. So this is pretty cool. You can go back, and that's that about the Facebook app. And now I'm going to show you something that I consider fit for the review of this pink phone, the Wildfire S with HTC Sense. I selected a bunch of apps that only ladies use, or mostly ladies, and installed them, so that when a girl buys a phone, an Android phone, she'll know what to install. And now let me show them to you. once the task killer is done. Whoops. Here we go. These are the apps that ladies will use. We have right here the task killer, cycle calendar, the menstrual calendar, horoscope widget, horoscope and tarot, recipes, cocktail list, fruit slice, Angry Birds, and other applications like that. Let's start with this calendar. Girl calendar, menstrual calendar, women's cycle. It's got password protection, symptoms, forecast, cycle length, daily pill, ovulation notifications, first day of the week. You can note your symptoms, select a day, temperature, weight, intercourse, pregnancy test, medications, and tons of other stuff. Of course, there is a horoscope and tarot. That's pretty cool. There is a lovoscope with weekly predictions. There's tarot, daily tarot reading. There's a section of psychics. That's pretty strange if you ask me. Some horoscopes for all the zodiac signs. So if you're a certain sign, you can use that. Also, there's a tiny widget for the horoscope. This one displays your daily horoscope. It's a separate app. It's detailed, and at the end you can even share it with people with email or text, your horoscope reading for that day. And let's see what else you can use for girls apps. There's this, Out of Milk, a sort of a post-it for phones. There's a shopping list here. You can add something, let's say apples. I added them to the list. You can also scan QR codes. There's a pantry list. You can add various spices, for example, basil, pepper. There's a to-do list. There's a pro version of the app. And there's a Mixology app. This one is for cocktails. Recipes for all sorts of cocktails. I guess there are thousands of them. No thanks. Let's browse them by category. Let's say hot drinks, African Queen, Amaretto coffee. This is how to make a good coffee. Non-alcoholic cocktails. Let's say an almond punch. Sounds pretty complicated. You can share it via Facebook, as you've seen. So yet another app for girls. As you can see, I have a bit of trouble with the screen since it's so small for my fingers. And what else? You have Facebook check-in as a separate app. You have Fruit Slice, an app that the girls would love, and I hope it will work fine. New game, quite a strong volume. I've seen many girls playing this. I consider this a quite sadistic app, but it's fun to pass the time, and the graphics are good on such a small screen. Of course, Angry Birds is also available. Okay guys, so this is the review of the HTC Wildfire S, a handset that I consider to be a magnet for girls, especially with a color like lilac. And I advise you to get one for your girlfriend, and girls get one for yourself. Since this handset doesn't have a rival right now, okay, HTC launched recently the HTC Rhyme, but that's a bit more expensive. So the HTC Wildfire S is overall a good choice. It's got good battery life, it's got the minimum specs required to run Gingerbread, the CPU handles it well, you install a task killer and you're all set. This is GSMDome and this is the HTC Wildfire S. Hope you like the review, bye bye.